Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Hope your life is going your way and you're sorting things out. Today, I want to talk to you just boys. So make sure no girls are watching this. This is just for us boys. Private. We want to talk about why is it that we are so messed up? We boys, we men. And you girls don't start cheering. I'll get to you guys later. Next time we'll talk about how you guys see the world yeah, and everything else. And then, but for now, we're just talking about us. So once you guys plug your ears, it'll just go away. This is just between me and my boys. So why do you think we're so messed up? Every one of us at one age or another when we break up and we get so devastated. Why is it? Why is it so important? Why does it affect us so much? I mean, we can all understand that having a relationship with someone that you love is the most amazing thing that this life has to offer. But why is it that we think the one that we are with is actually the one that we always wanted, and there will be no better ones? And when that relationship ends and she leaves us, and suddenly then the whole world comes to an end. Why is it that important? Should it be that important? What do we think about a relationship? Is the girlfriend that we're with is actually represents a relationship, or does it represent a lot more than that? Maybe that is why we're so much more devastated than we should be if it was just a relationship. I mean, how was it, you know, a million years ago when the cavemen were pursuing their girlfriend? Or I don't know how it was then. I know that we've learned to be civilized and learn how to treat each other properly and treat each other the way we like to be treated, and we've learned civilization and compassion and love and so on and so forth. We've advanced. But how was it then? Were the cavemen really devastated when the girlfriend didn't want to be with him anymore? Was it that important to the caveman? Or was the caveman actually realizing that this is for procreation, that is a relationship, or this is a girlfriend? I don't know if they could understand if that was a relationship or it was just an animal instinct. I don't know. But what I'm trying to say is, I'm not trying to be politically correct or not. We're just trying to figure out, was it to them as important as it is to us now? And I'm not saying what it was then was correct or anything. Not at all. We're just trying to see with their undeveloped brain, why is it that it wasn't affecting them as much? Was it because they were just stupid, or they didn't care, or they were, animals? Or was it because they only thought of a relationship as what it was, a relationship? So let's don't talk about them, because we don't know how they were, what they were, and we don't approve of how they were then, anyhow. But let's talk about us. But consider, the point was that, are we actually looking at a relationship as it is, or are we looking at a relationship as a lot more than what it is? And perhaps that's why we're so devastated. And that goes the same way when eventually someday I talk about this same subject with girls. Probably girls also take the relationships maybe more serious than what it is. The relationship that is not working. Of course, the relationship that is working, it should be taken as seriously as was possibly could. But we're talking about the relationship that ends up in breakup. Why is it that we take it more seriously than it should be? Because after all, it's broken up, so that means it wasn't the right relationship. So why is it that we still think of it as if it was more than what it was? That's what we're talking about. Do you think it's because somehow through the ages, through how we've been raised and grown up, through the societies and conditioning of our consciousness, it's gone into our head that a relationship, having a girlfriend, is a lot more than a relationship. What do I mean? Meaning that somehow, somewhere, they have sold the bill to, boys, and of course, and the other way around it to the girls as well, or any relationship to anybody. But we're talking about how the society has conditioned our consciousness, is that they have made, and we're talking about boys and girls right now, so let me just have a flow rather than trying to juggle every relationship in there. Everybody can just change it to what is suitable to them for this conversation. So it seems like the society has kind of conditioned our consciousness that having a girlfriend is not just having a relationship. It's not about being in love and wanting to create a relationship and bond with our partner and then grow and so on and so forth. It seems that it's been recognized or it's been programmed that having a girlfriend means being successful. Just as having a nice car represents a certain echelon of, in the community, in the society, you've got a certain elevation of status, or having a nice Rolex watch or jewelry or something. Unfortunately, it seems to me that they have devaluated the woman, the conditioning of her consciousness, and they've turned this wonderful human being that just as ourselves we're supposed to connect and learn and advance and grow and experience life together, has been turned into something other than what that's supposed to be, and has been turned into a sign of success, as if it's an item, as if it's a product of some kind that, I don't know, the latest model of car or jewelry, expensive jewelry or watch, or A1 type of clothing, suit, or whatever. And therefore, by having a girlfriend, you've lost focus on the fact that this beautiful human being, this lady and this entity, to learn with her, to share life with her, experience life with her, to find compatibility and harmony and create a new consciousness together, a new order together. All of that, it seems to be, it's not just limited to that anymore. It's gone and have made it as if you have attained some kind of a status in the community as a sign of success. I have a girlfriend, does things for me. She loves me, so now I feel more powerful. Now I feel more important because somebody, so I'm happy now. So having a girlfriend makes you happy? Why? Is she a car? That you got a car, now you're happy? Is it a toy that you got a toy, now you're happy? Is it vacation? You're going on a vacation, so you're happy? Is it a watch? Is it an item? What does having a girlfriend have to do with being happy? What does having a girlfriend has to do with being successful? It seems to me that we have been conditioned to lose sight of how important a relationship is. The importance of a woman to us should be for her, for the ability to bond with her, for the ability to get to know her, for ability to establish a relationship, share experiences, and take this journey of life, as long as it lasts, a month, 2 months, a year, as long as it's both are happy in that, both are enjoying that partnership. Why has it lost its main focus and has turned into, it brings me happiness rather than what it is supposed to be? So when she leaves, suddenly you think you've lost success because it was represented to you as not a relationship but as also a sign of success. When she leaves, it devastates you because you think you've lost your happiness, because it wasn't represented to you as a relationship, the importance of a relationship, interaction with another human being, but also as a sign of happiness. Well, there's a difference between success, happiness, and pleasure. You seem to think what's pleasurable is a sign of success. So you get a car and you think it's success, but it's just a pleasure. You go to a restaurant, it's pleasure. It's not a sign of success. Many people don't go to a restaurant and they're successful. Why? What is success? Success is that you live the way you like to live, and you're positive to your environment, positive to the other people, you affect others positively, you have created a safe environment for yourself and for the others, you're not a nuisance to anybody, and you're a pleasant and positive addition to the world. That's success, I think. It's got nothing to do with what kind of toys you have, what kind of money you have, or if you have a girlfriend or not. Pleasure is not love. So if you love someone, well, it has to be two-way. If she doesn't love you, then that's not love. You love her, but she doesn't love you, so that's not love. Love is when two people really have the same kind of feelings. Yeah, you can be infatuated and love someone. That's fine. You can love someone, but you can't expect her to love you back. And therefore, you'd be devastated if she seems to say, well, listen, I don't want you. I want to go somewhere else. We've been together for a while now. I don't want it anymore. Or I just don't want to be with you at all. That shouldn't devastate you. That should make you understand that a relationship is supposed to be a two-way street. And if it's not working, therefore, it has all the legitimate reasons to be severed. And that shouldn't devastate you. That should give you an opportunity to find another suitable possibility for yourselves, and wish her well that she decided not to be with you. That's okay. That's her right, and she should have all the right in the world to exercise her life the way she wants. She wants to go and find somebody else or some other lifestyle that would suit her, and you too. She respects your choices and your rights to have these choices, and go find a relationship that's suitable to you. So you should wish her well. Whether you're with her or you're not with her, whether she wants to be with you or wants to be with somebody else. Humanity is about compassion and love. If you really love her, then you should wish her well, regardless of if she wants to be with you or not. So remember, when you're so devastated, it's because you think relationship is sign of success, is sign of happiness, is reason for happiness, is reason for success. But relationship is separate from pleasure, success, and happiness. Success, we just talked about what success is. Pleasure is things that you like to do. Life is about pain and pleasure, and you want to do something, you enjoy something, it's pleasurable. But you're not supposed to think about your relationship as pleasure, because then when you lose it, you think you lost pleasure. You're not thinking about, well, it's not working. It's not good for neither one of us, so it's okay that it's not working. Even if I think it's good for me, but maybe because you're only focusing on the pleasure of it, not what's good for her. And therefore you want it, even though she doesn't want it. And then you get devastated because you're so focused on what you want rather than what really is good for both of you as a couple. And if it's not working, then it should not be together. She should be able to have her wishes and go somewhere else and find a life with somebody else. And so will you. So if you think of the relationship as what it is, not as success, not as pleasure, not as happiness, then you will be able to take this whole breakup thing much easier and more logically. And happiness is something that comes from within you. It's not because what you buy, a car or product, or because it's something fun. That's not supposed to be happiness. It's a pleasure. Happiness is when you're actually happy with your life, which means you understand all of these things. Therefore, none of them brings you sadness because you understand how it is best for everybody, not just you. And if you put yourself out of your equation and you don't approach life with your ego, then you're not so hung up on because it's not good for me, because I don't feel, because I want it and I can't have it. Therefore, I'm devastated, I'm unhappy, I'm unsuccessful, and I'm no good, and so on. I got to have that in order to feel perfect and complete. And that's why then you end up not being happy. So let's look at this the way we should look at it. Let's respect each other's wishes, whether we want to be together or not. We should wish each other well, and then from then on, we go on and find our own suitable matches and live our life happy, which comes from inside, successful from the things you want to do and how you affect your society and your environment, pleasurable because of things that you like to do, but relationship is about experience of life, learning together and being compatible and having common things, the way your consciousness have been put together, and find a compatible and similar order together. And if it's not working, it's fine to separate and wish each other well. In that case, don't be devastated. See it as what it is. It's not that important, and it's not end of the world. It's not final. There's lots of love and other suitable partners for all of us out there. Hope that will give you something to think about, and talk to you soon.